the nickel corner here, and the nickel corner plays 85% of the snaps. He's got to be like part linebacker.
The Bears.
When you're in a scouting room, there's going to be differences of opinion.
The Bears.
Well, you're looking at traits. And remember when he tested very, very well.
The Bears.
Greg, why are teams wrong on quarterback evaluation so up?
Number one, it's a hard position to evaluate.
Former Bears scouting director Greg Gabriel talks football live every week on the Barroom Network. Also available on demand.
Look, I think it's a good time to be a Chicago Bears fan. There's a lot to be excited about. But let me tell you something. We are past the point of excuses. If things go sour, you have used up all of the patience that Chicago has to offer.
The following program is rated TV MALV. It contains strong language, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Here we go, Barflies. Welcome to the Barfly Tailgate Show. You already know it's done by Barflies, for Barflies, and all the other Bears fans out there. Had to come to y'all on a little special show tonight. Got a little thing set up with a guy that Ryan knows quite well, my man KB. It looks like you might be frozen over there, KB. I'm not sure what's going on. But this man is standing at 6'1", just over 300 pounds. My man was setting records in the state of Texas where in powerlifting, where a guy that y'all might have heard of by the name of Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, currently had that record. My man Andrew Billings broke that record. He stayed home in Waco, Texas to play for the Baylor Bears, got drafted by the Bengals, jumped around a little bit, went to Cleveland, Kansas City, and Miami and Vegas, and finally found a home in Chicago, where we know and love this man. Number 97 on the field and number 1 right here on the Barroom Radio Network. My man Andrew, how you doing today, brother? How's it going?
I'm doing good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm not sure what happened to your cousin there. He froze up and had to hop out, but we'll get this thing started. Oh, it looks like he's back now. Here he comes, my man KB. KB, what's up, dude? You froze. What happened?
I told you, internet keep kicking out, man. I don't know what's going on. Man, what's going on, man?
Hey.
Man, you look like you're relaxing today. I see you got the hat on, you in the truck.
Oh, yeah, I'm relaxing.
Hey, man, you better get it in while you can, man. It's going to be, I know it's going to be a long season, brother. It's going to be a long one.
Well, first and foremost, today is cut day. So congratulations, Andrew. I know it was never in doubt, but congratulations on making the 53-man roster and becoming being a starter for our Chicago Bears. As you can tell, we both got our 97s on. So you've already sold a few jerseys in Chicago.
You're doing it.
Thank you.
Hey, man, we're chasing Caleb. Just know that.
Well, I mean, I guess the first question that comes to my mind, and that we watched a little bit of Hard Knocks. I know you said your TV was busted, and you said your family wasn't talking to you. I don't know what KB's doing out there, but I know your head coach Eberflus, who I was ready to get rid of him. I'm not gonna lie to you, but after watching him in Hard Knocks, I love the way he interacts with the players. But he calls you the Juggernaut. Do you like the nickname? Is it stuck? Is other people calling you that, or is that just Eberflus calling you that?
Nah, that's something that comes out during film after the game.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's not a bad
big
nickname. It's not a bad one.
No,
yeah. I mean, there's worse ones for sure.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Juggernaut is better than the age of he's a monster or trying to say names like that, or you know what I'm saying. It gives you a little bit of personality to you. You know what I'm saying. You go forward and can't nobody stop you. So we like that.
Well, how did you enjoy the preseason now that it's over with and everything? Congratulations again on getting through a healthy preseason. What's that like as a defensive tackle, a veteran in this league? You know you're not getting a ton of reps, but you're still getting out there. What's the preseason like for a veteran like yourself?
Yeah, it's really about those practice reps, and you use the limited game reps you do get, to perfect whatever you've been working on. But this was a special preseason. I think we got to watch the leader of the team, Caleb, go out there and do his thing. And that really shows, because believe it or not, what he does affects everybody. I'm not gonna lie, the less reps we get, the better for us. And the more those teams are behind in points, then the more we know they're just throwing the ball. So it all helps us by the way the offense, performs. And it's our job really to go out there and win the game off what they give us. And that's really that's what we do here.
I didn't really want to push this interview toward Caleb because I don't know how tired you are of Caleb questions, but you played in Las Vegas for a year. I mean, does he kind of look like somebody you played against out there, or are you seeing that? Because I'm seeing it. I don't know.
I watched Patrick Mahomes and I watched Caleb. I think they both do some very similar things. I mean, there's things Caleb does that Aaron Rodgers does. And it's just overall, I think his play style, it kind of reminds a lot of people of Patrick Mahomes, but honestly, his demeanor that he has around the building is really what I'm looking at, and that's something that I can ride with.
Right.
So, I know we all rocked with Justin last year, and Caleb's a different kind of cat, but they both have the leadership ability to lead this team going forward. You think?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely do. I think Caleb's leadership style is going to work. I don't think he's afraid to step up and take the glory and take the blame. And I think that's two big things that quarterbacks they have to deal with for their whole career. So
yeah, that was definitely a question coming in. I know he had some struggle games last year at USC where he didn't really meet with the media after it. So a lot of Bears fans, we all love what we saw, but when those rocky waters start coming, how's he going to be able to handle that? But I like to hear from Andrew that this dude's rocking with us. KB, you got any questions, man? I feel like I'm taking all the time.
Oh man, I told you, man. I know you was excited to talk to Andrew, man. So I was gonna let you get your time, brother. My big thing is, man, can you feel a difference in the atmosphere more this year than what you felt last year? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what's the vibe around the locker room? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, every season we start off with the goal. The biggest goal is get to the Super Bowl, but the main goal is win that first game. And that's consistent on every team you're on. This year, it's my second year there. A lot of guys' second year there. We got a new defensive coordinator. It's Eberflus' third year there. So this year really feels like something special because we have a lot of talent, a lot of new additions, a lot of help on both sides. And, our defense finished the year doing something very special. And if we start this year off on that same level, like what you saw in the preseason game, if we keep that energy throughout this season, it's going to be hard to beat us. And that's something we want to keep going. And that's something that, once you feel that, you want to keep that. And this year, we're not trying to build to that. We're trying to keep in and build upon that, from last year. We're not trying to get to that point where we ended at. We're trying to actually do better than that this year.
Right. So then my next question would be, man, I know hell, Andrew, man, you might be one of the oldest cats on the defense now, brother.
Yeah, I'm up
You
there.
definitely pushing it right now, huh?
29. I think there's only a couple more of us on there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you hit that age 30, they start questioning stuff, huh?
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
questioning stuff at that point, man. You know what, man? The body a little hurt now. So out of these young cats, man, a lot of us seen the Bears traded back in for Austin Booker. What I'm saying, a lot of hype around him. You know what? We got another guy that you played with that he's drawn comparisons to in Crosby. Not saying that he's on Crosby level right now. Of course, that'd be craziness just to say that.
Yeah.
But the raw talent that he has. Can you speak a little bit on Booker real quick?
Yeah, no, Booker's just hit on the head, just raw talent. It needs to fit within the scheme work of the defense. But as I always say, and I always tell him, you keep that going.
Mm-hmm.
You're young. This is your first year in the league. Some things you did in college aren't going to work. Some things are going to work well. So you just got to experiment. You just got to get going this year and figure out what works for you in this league. And once you do, I mean, sky's the limit at that point. Just keep doing that.
Have y'all started any Big 12 rivalry between Baylor and Kansas there?
Nah, he doesn't claim Kansas as much as I claim Baylor. I don't think anybody in the locker room that claims Baylor. They're college the way I do Baylor, but
there you go.
We got NCAA. We got NCAA downloaded.
Hey,
man.
I've been rocking it. I hate playing Georgia already.
Look, like I said, I've been rocking with NIU, so hey, I was like, I ain't want to pick nobody that's big because picking Michigan is too easy. So
yeah, I started out with UAB, so I'm trying to build that up as a program myself. But I got another friend of mine who wanted to come in and meet you, Andrew. He comes on every Sunday. He talks betting, and he knows a whole lot about college ball and pro ball and everything else. We call him the Tooch, but his name is John Santucci. My man, Tooch. This is Andrew Billings. What's going on,
man? Pleasure's all mine, Andrew. Big fan. From the Baylor Bears to the Chicago Bears.
That's right.
Love your play, man. The hustle, the motor. I made some video clips. This is from George Bayless, who's also does some stuff for the bar room. But people think Andrew can't play 3 technique, and I think that's wrong.
A few more plays, and I hope that you've appreciated Billings' work the way that I have. Here you see him as 1 tech. We get Jones moved to a 3. Motion comes across. Are they going to swap? They're not. Again, look at the attempted cut block by the centre. Look how quickly he sees it, recognises it, gets hands on the back of the pads. Down you go, fella. I'll stay on my feet. And then we're seeing the big man. Look at the big man here. Look at him in pursuit. He's got no chance of making a play here, you think? But watch him coming. He just overruns it. I mean, if he didn't spin at that particular point, this really would have been, maybe a Jahmyr Gibbs calling for the gurney, I think, because the speed of that man with that size and that mass coming in is going to be not good for him. But at the end of the day, turns back, Sweat's the one that cleans up from the backside, and you got Justin Jones coming up to make the tackle with Edmonds as well. Again, Billings from where he was really has no rights being the size that he is from a cut block, getting in here at the speed that he does, the hustle that he does, very nearly making a tackle. If ever Gibbs carries on straight there, it really is a collision that I don't think the Gibbs family want to see their little boy take.
It's lucky he spun out of that one. I got a couple clips. I want the Barflies to know how good of a player this is.
I can tell you from personal experience, it really is tough work going up against the centre and guard, and the vast majority of plays as a 1 tech. Here he's shifting from 1 to 3. Still going to get probably guard and tackle. You see both of them working the double. Guard and tackle, working the double on Billings. Watch him not give up at the line of scrimmage. Gets the guard off. He's splitting the man. You see he's got one hand on each blocker. Look at him maintain with body leverage there. Not giving up a yard off the line of scrimmage. Jones is able to then come around the back of his guy. Jones does very well with that swim move around the back. Edwards stonewalling the centre. No one's getting off the line of scrimmage. This is why it's so hard to run on the Bears, because people like Billings taking on a double and working them into the backfield, and you've got people like Sweat with his speed, Tariq Stevenson coming up. to make a tackle. But great work by Billings, and even see Billings here get into pursuit again. Just if you've lost him on the screen, there he is, big man in pursuit after working a double initially. What fantastic work again. There's some players you don't see sort of on Sunday. You don't necessarily recognise the work they do up front. I hope this has given you the ability to appreciate what we're seeing from Andrew Billings up front. You know, whether it be 0, whether it be 1, whether it be a 3-tech. Here is a head up nose. We see the kill call. It's an A-gap bluff. Look at him working there. 2 gaps over. Basically, big man. You know, you don't expect him to move with this agility. Swim 1. Guard comes to him. Swim again. Beats him. All ends up. He's through the gap. He's having pressure. He just loses his feet at the end, tripping over the legs of the tackle, Decker. But again, what fantastic pressure up front. Real time. You know, that from a nose tackle is fantastic.
Appreciate that.
You see the man working.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. All the Bears fans definitely are watching. We're appreciating everything.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, do you have any desire of playing 3-tech, or we got some new pieces in on the defense, and I know Justin Jones went to. Oh, okay, so you see, I'll switch some stuff around. Okay, I can't give nothing away. I got you.
Hey, man, we're not gonna press that. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna press that. Oh, we looking for sacks this year. I know that. We looking for sacks this year.
Well, I was looking up your stats, and I saw you got nearly 150 tackles, and you got 4.5 sacks. So what's the goal for yourself? Obviously, to get over 150 for sure this year on tackles. I think you're like 3 away, so you probably get that game 1. But do you have a goal in mind for sacks and tackles on the year, or is it just
definitely? My goal this year is 3 or more sacks. I'm gonna have a lot more opportunities from different positions on the defensive line to do it, and a lot more one-on-ones, quite frankly. And I think that's going to help. I just got to take those opportunities and run with them.
So is that an Eric Washington call, or did Coach Eberflus come down?
I don't know which one it came from, but I'm happy with it.
So what you telling me is we're gonna be seeing you come off the edge opposite Montez, man. That's what we looking at.
Not the edge. They're not crazy out there now. We got to win games here. You got
a 6'6" dude that you might move out there to the edge at some point, though.
Yeah.
What's Javon Dexter look like this offseason? I know he's gotten better at getting off, but he still might not be all the way there. Are you seeing a lot out of the young guy?
Yeah, I think number one thing with defensive lineman is confidence. I think his confidence up there. That affects everything. You get off, the belief in your hands. Like, sometimes you don't get off the ball because sometimes you're not confident that you know what's going on. And I think now he's to the point where, quite frankly, he doesn't care what's going on. What you learn is all you need is your keys. You got everything else you need. So I think that's definitely going to affect his get off. And he's been working on gaining ground. So those things combined, I think with him, it's going to be a great year for him. Great year.
He said the biggest thing for him was laying off the honey buns. Is there any snack cakes or anything that's your vice, Mr. Billings? Or
man, there's a lot of vices I got over these years, so I think I lay off them all.
Hey, I like my nose tackles as big dudes. It's all good, man.
As long as I can move, I'm all right.
There you go. That's all that matters.
We saw it on the tape. You can definitely move.
Yes, sir.
So with Montez coming in last year mid-season, and we saw the defense take a huge step forward, has he really stepped into that role as the leader, or is Tremaine Edmonds still the leader, or is it kind of a group thing, like everybody just a group, a pack of wolves or something? What's up with it?
It is more of a pack of wolves with us. Everybody has their up days. Everybody has their down days. Now, if we all have our down days, we're definitely be looking at Montez to pick us up, and I think that's what he does. And but when we go out to the field, all ears and eyes are on Maine. Once you break the huddle, then it's time to go. So it's always Maine's the leader when we're out there on the field, but when it comes to D-line, we definitely look to Taz for sure.
Yeah. Well, Touche, you got any questions for Andrew while you're still in here?
I do. I got some questions from Barflies too. Well, for my this is my 50th year of being a Bears fan. I'm super excited. I've been a Bears fan since 1974. It's the third year of Matt Eberflus's defense. So, look, players are really understanding their assignments, where to be, everything, the concepts, everything. I think this defense can be top 5. How do you feel?
Yeah, definitely top 5 for sure. You saw what we did in the run. You saw what we doing to the pass, and like you said, it's Jermaine's second year in the defense. Technically, Tez is 1.3, but he's getting it down. It's my second year in the defense, and once we get Dex out there with us, like we had JJ, and we're just flowing together, playing off each other, rushing is one, and then it's definitely I definitely say top 5 easily.
And you got a great secondary behind you with Jalen Johnson, who
Mm-hmm.
we don't know how he got left off the top 100
Shut
list.
down.
Yeah, I mean,
lockdown corner. He might be the best in the NFL. You can tell by
we appreciate that so much. Like the sacks that Tez gets, like it's some of those, half of those are because there's a corner that's locking down a receiver, and the quarterback don't know what to do out of nowhere. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely appreciate him.
We saw some corners coming off the edge. Kyler Gordon came in the preseason, had a big hit, and then another one forced the interception late in the fourth.
Hold on now. We got to bring this up. Kyler stole a sack from you now.
That's right.
He did, but he hit him so hard. It just made me happy. I was like, hey.
I gotta tell you, Andrew, I was watching that game with Bengals fans because I'm from Kentucky, as you know. So there's a lot of Bengals fans around here. I was watching them with Bengals fans. They was even like, "Damn!"
I never, look, if a defensive lineman hit him that hard, they'd better flag. I guarantee.
It.
Oh yeah. So anytime you get to see somebody hit a quarterback like that, man, that took me back to high school days. I love that.
Hey, man, did it feel a little good getting some get back on the Bengals, man? Just a little bit.
I don't know nobody on the offensive line. I like playing against.
That's true.
Playing against guys I know. Those are the best games. The dirtier the game, sometimes the better the game.
Yeah, that's your original team, the Bengals, drafted by the Bengals in 2016.
Yeah.
Yep.
I always got a whole new team
now.
Yeah.
Yep. The guy that made that video of you, that video is called Big Bill's Billings on YouTube by Bearlissimo, George Bayless. He asks, what are your ambitions with the Bears realistically? Whether you feel the young guys are like your pupils, and would you ever get into coaching? Because he says you have excellent technique.
The young guys, definitely, I feel like they're my pupils, but at the same time, it's when it comes to game day, I don't really talk to them much. I let them do what they're doing. As far as coaching, nah.
That's a lot of time.
Not NFL coaching. That's 6 a.m. leaving at 8 p.m. every day.
In college now with the transfer portal and NIL, you're recruit that they're going. I mean, you got greats like Nick Saban are calling it quits over it.
It's definitely changed the job. Recruiting's one of the hardest things those college coaches do. I mean, for not only just individually, but also on their families. They're going so much, flying here, flying there. Even the regional ones. It's like if I ever got into coaching, I probably coach high school. But the only problem with that in Texas, you got to. Yeah, but you got to become a teacher. So I ain't trying to teach you.
Man, go teach Jim.
You gonna be a gym teacher?
Go teach Jim. Oh man!
Oh, imagine walking into the gym and Andrew Billings is standing there.
They wouldn't like me. I'll take you too serious.
I'm playing dodgeball today.
Oh no!
This group of guys, man. And I'm only speaking just from what I've seen, during the games and watching Hard Knocks. But it feels like these guys all really get along. They really like each other. It feels really special. Do you get that feeling also? And have you watched Hard Knocks and seen yourself on TV?
No, not really. No. But I will say this: we definitely do get along out there. The harder the day, the more we got to get along. So that definitely helps.
Yep.
I was gonna say so far because I done paused it a few times when they do the rookies down and they tell them they signing bonus and they got to sing a song.
None of those guys could sing, by the way.
None of them.
None of them.
But so far, who's been your favorite performance?
Yeah.
Out of the rookies?
And we've had some really good ones. The most surprising one was the rookie from Australia went up there and sang Alicia Keys. That was surprising. He did
They
good.
showed that one on what's the name last.
I couldn't believe
our
it.
Iowa punter, right? The Iowa punter.
I think so. Yeah.
He was the best player on the team last year.
Oh my goodness! I was sitting there looking at every time I'm on there. I'm pausing. I'm like, where he at? Because I know he laughing. He got to be dying at this.
My wife keep asking me when I see you, and really all I've seen you on there is when they show Caleb coming back. You can see a 97 coming forward, but a lot of people were saying that you was throwing them off with your cadence on the line. So you helping these young kids out. A lot of question marks around this team are on the offensive line. What are you seeing in practice with some of these newer offensive linemen that you're going up against day in and day out? Do you think they can hold up in this league? Or should we be worried about them, or do you think we're good to go?
I think we're good to go. Those guys are out there. They got to get together on their scheme too. But we're not going to put Caleb out there with no protection. Like that's a disaster. That's wrong to him, and that's wrong to everybody else on the team. To be honest. So I think those guys, they're getting it together. I think they look real good versus the Bengals in practice, holding up their blocks, keeping the pocket clear. I think they're great with the run blocking. We got a quick center out there. The guards work together well. I mean, I'm out there. My job is to make them better or make myself better. So they're getting all of me. When they try to double me, I'm not moving. So when they go out there to go get somebody else, they better be able to move them 5 yards down the field. Easy 5, for sure.
That's great. I know we don't have much more time, but I do got one more big question. I listen to 670 The Score religiously, and Monday mornings I hear DJ Moore get on there and talk with Mullion Hall, and I'll hear Jaquan Brisker come on later and talk, and I hear Jalen Johnson coming on later to talk. I don't ever hear Andrew Billings. Is there any chance that we'll ever see Andrew Billings or hear Andrew Billings on the radio talking about what's going on in the trenches? Because, hey, I played defense linebacker, so I love the trenches, man. I know that's where it all goes down, and I feel like we don't hear from y'all. Is there any chance that Andrew Billings is getting on the radio this year?
That's up to them. You never know, though. I think that might get me on there one time during the season. We'll see.
Well, you always got a spot open here, man. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Like I said, we're not going to keep you too much longer, man, because I know you got stuff going on. You need to get your rest, man. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We appreciate the time that you have given us. We're not going to ask nothing crazy like a prediction for records or anything like that. And you already said you
wouldn't get it anyway.
Sacks this year. Can you give us a game that you're looking forward to the most this year?
Honestly, the biggest game I'm looking forward to is Texans. Get to play in Texas. I haven't done that in forever.
In prime time.
Have my family out there. Yeah, prime time. Let's just go out there and ball.
It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a real good game.
Europe too. Europe. I'm looking forward to Europe. It's always a fun one.
Well, our co-host, he is actually from England, but he wasn't able to be on today. His electricity was out, but he sends his love and his regards. I don't think he'll make it to the London game, but he's coming back over to America during Christmas for that game. So if y'all are able to meet up or something, that'd be really cool. His name's Chris Watts. He came last year for about 3 weeks. He was there when we were in town.
Yeah.
I hated that I had to leave to hit the road, but
yeah,
maybe next time we come up to Chicago, we can link up and I can meet with Mrs. Billings and talk about some old Kentucky days. Now, I did see that you had some things going on this last off season with the foundation. If you'd like to plug your foundation, what you do in your free time, let everybody know. It's not just Big Cuz or Juggernaut. My man's got a big heart too. Let us know what's going on, man.
Yeah, that's the Billings Family Find a Way Foundation. What we do, we give out bikes to perfect attendance is what we call it, to 6 to elementary schools out there. And you can miss 2 days. I mean, if you only miss 2 days, you get to enter to the lottery to win a bike. And so far, it's been going well. It's been going really well. Attendance has shot up, and kids they love getting the bikes. They like getting the books too. And we always have our football camp in the summer as well. We usually get around 200 kids out there. It's all fun, man.
That's awesome. My son, actually, they got him playing defensive tackle this year. So I told him I was talking to the Bears starting defensive tackle tonight, and he was like, "Oh, that's really cool." But yeah, he's great with attendance, and yeah, just like you said, the kids love it. And he went to the UK football camp, so not exactly Texas, but I mean, he met with some big players out there too. That was so. Yeah, I mean, it's great that you give it back to the kids and the future generation for sure.
For sure, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
But if y'all ain't got anything else, we'll just.
I was gonna say this. I was gonna say if you got anything else, go ahead and ask it. But like I said, I know this man need to go ahead and get his rest. I know this is off day.
Yep. Thanks for dropping by, Andrew. It's a pleasure.
Oh yeah. Thanks for having the spot open, man. Thank you guys.
Always, man.
Anytime, brother.
Bear down.
Tell the wife we said, hey.
Bear down.
Absolutely.
I will.
All right,
Bear
man.
down, brother.
All right now.
See it. Man, how awesome was that? My man. Big Cuz, the juggernaut.
Hope you like the videos I put together from Bellissimo.
Oh, yeah, I know he gets a kick
like
out of
3.
that. He definitely gets a kick out of it.
I mean, look, you see the man working in those videos.
Yes, sir.
How hard? I mean, I knew from last year, but I mean, I want everyone else to know how hard this guy works and how much of an impact he has on the defense. You know, he can play. He's quick enough to play 3 technique. You know, they've got to play and head up on the nose, but a lot of times too. But I think we might see him on 3 technique.
You heard what he said. They're gonna switch it up this year. You're gonna see him all over. That'd be. I mean, they didn't even give us a sneak preview of that in the preseason.
Yeah.
KB, did you freeze again there? He's been having issues. I think he had a storm blow through. He said.
Yeah, well, you guys, I thought it was like 6:30 Central, so I'm like taking my time. Then I go my phone. Oh shit!
Yeah, when I hopped on to look at the link, I saw that it was for that time, and I was like, "Oh, I can't do that time because I gotta go pick up Scotty from football practice."
Yeah. Oh, so you're out of here now, huh?
Yeah, I just wanted to get it in real quick.
Any thoughts on the cut downs?
Reddy Stewart didn't make. I mean, we knew DBs were going to be tough to make it.
Yeah,
we did see Hardy made it.
He had
at
2
least the initial
interceptions and a touchdown the last game. What else do you got to do to make the team? I'm just saying. Yeah,
I think they just really had those positions set.
Yeah, put him on the practice squad, and if there's an injury, he comes up. But yeah, a kid played his heart out.
Yeah.
Dominique Robinson, I don't remember even seeing the guy out there. I mean, I don't remember.
I think some of them are just Poles' draft picks that he doesn't want to give up on.
100%. He's never cut a guy below 5th round. He never cut a guy that he picked below the 5th round. I mean, above the 5th round, 5th round or higher.
Yeah, we see Bayless making Dom make it, and
Noah Sewell.
Yeah, I was really surprised at that.
He
even
made
hurt
the team.
all season.
Yeah, that's why did they put him on injury reserve again to keep somebody
and
else?
They cut the linebacker that had the pick 6, and they got Baskerville. I was hoping he made it.
He tried last year to make the team too, I think, right?
Well, just like Colin Johnson, he showed us something in the Hall of Fame game, and then we didn't see him again.
He's injured though. I think they put him on injured reserve. I'd have to go and look. I had to work today also, but man, it was great time with Big Cuz.
Yeah, it was definitely great. I got to get with KB and see if we can meet up with him sometime this season. Maybe Aldo's. I don't know if Aldo's planning on a barroom get together or
that would be awesome.
Anything like that.
I know you got to get out of here, but in about 3 hours, I'll be on with Aldo. Dan Aguirre's off this week, and Vinny Parisi from Crosstown Crosstalk and Bar Down Hockey will be our guest, and we'll be talking Bears cut downs, Hard Knocks, all things Bears.
Is it the Hard Knocks finale tonight, or is that next week?
I don't know. Great. I think it's got to be. Maybe there's 2 more episodes. I don't know though.
I was gonna say, don't they usually do like a minimum of 5?
I think it's 5 of them.
Yeah, this is what, episode 5, right? Or 4?
This will be 4. This will be 4.
I've been so disappointed with some of the stuff they've been doing on the show. I like what I'm seeing, but I want to see more.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
past seasons, you see so much, and it's like the Bears having final say on what can make it and what can't make it. It's like they didn't want to give away. It's like they're holding national secrets in there or something. I don't understand.
Well, the first 2 shows were kind of clunky, but then the third show was a little more slick. It's kind of finding its groove and stuff. Some kind of episode. Yeah. Thanks, Shy Sports Fan. 5 episodes.
Jason says this is episode 4, so
episode 4.
We got tonight, and then next week's the finale.
The third episode felt more like a Hard Knocks episode, where you had kind of a lot of more in the tradition of the Hard Knocks. Before it kind of seemed like, what's his name must have been having McCaskey's must have been having some say in there, like you said.
Well, I wonder how much is ending up on the cutting room floor because guys are cussing out on the football field. Like, it's football, bro. It's a car wreck every play.
Yep.
These dudes right here hustling, trying
100%.
to. I don't know, but so, I mean, like KB, if you get with your cousin, maybe we can meet up at some point this season or something. We'll talk about it.
I'll say something to him and see. We'll say he I know he enjoys us coming to see him. So
yeah, I'd like to stay this time. I hated that I had to come back and miss.
Yeah,
when you were sending all those pictures of hanging out with everybody.
Oh, bro, that when I say an experience, it was an experience. Definitely an experience.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, hope you know what I'm saying, be back there and run into Caleb or something crazy like that, or Rome. Some of these big dudes.
I'm cool with running into the backup center, man. I don't like any. I'm cool with any of them. Those are the guys that. Honestly, those are the guys that you can get on for interviews and stuff. You know what I mean? If you weren't related to Andrew, would we be able to interview him? You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's true. That's true. That's like me running into D-Walk and like, hey, man, you want to come on the podcast, bro? I mean, he probably, maybe he would, because him and Andrew cool, so maybe he'd be like, all right, man, you know what, I'll swing him on once. Oh, man. So what we got going, man? My internet keep blacking out. I think they know we finna go ahead and switch to this fiber internet that's coming around. So
we were just closing it out, and Tooch was talking about tonight being on Bury Their Souls, and that's when we got off on the tangent with Hard Knocks, and that's kind of where we are now. But we were just closing everything out. Again, thank you to Andrew for coming on. Thank you to the chat for showing up such short notice. We put this thing together today. Like, comment, subscribe to the Barroom Network, and you'll be able to see Tooch's face tonight. Recapping Hard Knocks.
I'm everywhere. I'm on the. I was on last night. I was on Sunday, last night, tonight, tonight. I got Fridays, Saturday night, and Sunday morning. I'll be like, I know they're gonna get sick of me.
Hey, what's your picks?
Barflies are sick of me.
What's your picks for Kentucky versus Southern Miss?
I haven't done that game. I do have 3 games I locked in though already here.
Do you want to put them out now or just wait?
No, I'll put them out now because they're for Thursday's games on one Friday. I got North Carolina -2 versus Minnesota. Jacksonville State at home -2.5 versus Coastal Carolina, and TCU at Stanford under 60.
Okay, yeah, that's Stanford can't score, so that makes sense.
It's strange because if you bet like the under on games that have a total of 56.5 or less, they're winning at like 70%. So
wow,
going back like 4 years. So that's been holding true so far. So about 70% clip.
Yeah. Well, I did want to just put out before we leave out, there will not be a Barfly tailgate show this Sunday because there is no game. We will
I'm off on Sunday then.
We will come back Titans week and get everything started that week. Kentucky plays late Saturday night, so that may or may not factor into that a little bit, but
hey man, look, if you're gonna be drunk that night, brother, it's cool, man. Waking up with a hang up, we get it.
I'm gonna be drunk drafting a fantasy team, I guess. I don't know.
That too. That definitely too.
Oh, you got a draft tonight, huh?
Saturday we got the barroom draft.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. I thought you had another one maybe like tonight or something,
No, not tonight. I had one last week. and I had one a couple of weeks ago. But
How did it turn out? Good?
It was fine. We had Brad Johnson on. It was on my 12-ounce Grow Route podcast.
Right. Okay. That's what
ran
you're
that
talking
one.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. I ended up with a pretty decent squad. Yeah, I really gotta get out of here though, because
all right,
I gotta go get my son for practice before he'd be sitting there by himself.
All right,
you want to close all this out, or are y'all sticking on?
Wildcats are Saturday, right?
Yeah, they play Saturday night at 7:30.
See, I've only done Thursday, Friday games. I haven't gotten to Saturday yet, but
yeah, I'm gonna hop off,
I'll
man.
be on that soon. A
All
lot
right,
of good
fellas.
games. Yep.
I'll see y'all in a couple of weeks.
Later, fellas.
All right, fellas.
Bear down.
Bear down.